In today's video, we'll be talking about FOV on console. With the information that we got in the last video, this actually brought up a lot of new arguments, a lot of new, perspectives, and I actually want to just talk about the performance and just the overall future of old gen and new gen console for Warzone. For those of you that have not watched the last video, we have gotten a confirmation from a very reliable leaker saying that we are getting FOV in both Warzone 2 as well as Modern Warfare 2, which both of those are right around the corner. We're literally less than a week away from the beta opening of Modern Warfare 2, so it's gonna be really soon. We can actually see right there live in action of the new FOV slider for Warzone. So we've actually already talked about that. That's not what this video is about. Today's video is more so about other factors that are coming in with it, and other things I just want to talk about because I have a lot of questions that I feel like a lot of people aren't really thinking about. And my main question is, what is it that's going to give in the next game when it comes to both old gen and new gen consoles? I think that, and I like to think that new gen can actually handle most of what Warzone has to throw at it, but for old gen, which is the biggest player database in the game right now, we're talking 75-80% of most people that play the game are on old gen. How is the game going to perform for them? Because there's basically three factors, and you could not get all of these factors done without one of them sort of going out the window. And what I mean by this is the three factors in my opinion are FOV, performance, and then of course quality. Now you can't really, like I said, you can't really have all three of these without one of these just getting thrown outside the window. So only two of these things can sort of coexist at the same time. Something's going to get thrown out the mix. As of right now, we are already having performance issues on console, so if they were to add a FOV slider to make it to where you can play on, let's just say 110, not even 120 FOV, that is going to take more processing work, which means that if they actually want to make the game playable, they're going to have to lower the quality. Or if they do decide to leave the quality as it is and have it a really high quality game with FOV, then it's going to automatically lower the performance. So there's something that's just not gonna really click here, which I'm not necessarily saying is a bad thing. In my opinion, I feel like they should just lower the quality just a little bit to make it to where the game actually can run smooth, because if you are on a older gen console, you just gotta understand that the game is like really new. There's a lot of big things in it, and that the old gen consoles are really old and it just can't hang with the PCs and the new gen consoles like they used to. The game is constantly updating and it's just a really big game in general. So if you want to have better quality, then you could upgrade to something like a PS5 or Xbox Series X, but at least you can still get a really good performance or performance out of your console versus just having really good quality but literally lagging and stuttering every 3 seconds. So I actually love to know in the comment section below if you guys think that Activision is going to partner sides with performance or quality, because in my opinion, I feel like they've been doing too much, quality lately, which is why we have performance issues in the first place. The fact that, PC even is kind of poorly optimized because of how high quality the game is really goes to show that they don't really worry too much about performance, especially for the console side. We've actually, took us a long time to even get PS5s to run on 120 FPS. For a long time, they were on 60 FPS when Caldera dropped, after they literally promised that the game was going to run on 120 when Caldera dropped. So they are sort of leaning on the side of quality. I don't know if they're actually going to optimize it properly for performance this time. It would actually blow my mind if they do add a FOV slider, have a high quality game still, or decent quality game, and still be able to uphold 60 FPS or even 55 FPS on the older gen consoles. That would be really impressive, because after seeing what we've been playing with for the past 2 years, it has been absolutely awful. Now, in the case that they actually cannot make it to where the game can perform good or have good quality if they add FOV, then in my opinion, they shouldn't add FOV. That's really not worth it. I mean, me personally, I would rather just be able to play the game in peace with 80 FOV versus playing with 120 FOV but stuttering all the time. I don't think it's going to come to that, because if you look at Vanguard has no problems, but then again, Vanguard is a much smaller game than Warzone. Vanguard equates nowhere near to the size of Warzone. Warzone has, a battle royale map, huge maps with 150 players. Vanguard only has like 12v12 at max, so it's not as big. But in my opinion, I feel like if they are going to add these factors, what they should do is, if you are playing Modern Warfare on the multiplayer version, then you should be able to just have higher quality. I mean, if you play Modern Warfare 2019 right now with a console or like on a PS4, it's gonna be really smooth. It's gonna be like basically 60 FPS. I don't see any problems on Modern Warfare. The problems that come into play is when you play any sort of the Battle Royale maps like Rebirth Island, Fortune's Keep, Caldera, that sort of thing. That's when the performance starts to kick in. And we start to have problems. So I feel like if they were to make it to where the quality and performance is still pretty high on the multiplayer maps, but when you go into Battle Royale, the game optimizes it automatically to make it to where it compensates for the fact that the map is bigger and there's more people. I think that would be huge towards just the entire console community as a whole, because we wouldn't have to worry about having really bad performance, and we also wouldn't have to worry about having really bad quality all the time. If you want to have high quality, you can play multiplayer, no problem. If you want to have better performance and play Battle Royale, you can play the big map, which is, I don't know what the map's gonna be called in Warzone 2, but you guys know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's basically all I've been thinking about for this since we have gotten the information. But let me know what you guys think about it. That's basically all I wanted to talk about in today's video. The gameplay you get to watch right now was a re-upload of the Automaton gameplay I got very recently. It was actually a banger, so if you guys do enjoy the gameplay, make sure you guys drop a like in the video. And with it being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.